Hey you guys, welcome back. I wanted to do a quick video on gaslighting. I wanted to do kind of like the 1, 2, 3 guide. You can just like hit play, watch this as many times. If you think perhaps someone in your life, whether it's a romantic partner, a parent, a sister, friend, whatever, is gaslighting you, this stuff is so important to understand because it's going to help you to work on yourself, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But it's also important just to educate yourself on different types of personalities and how they interact and how they use tactics to kind of get what they want. So this will allow you to not be controlled. It will also allow you to not be reactive. A gaslighter has an inability to express or validate or hold a space for you when it comes to your thoughts and feelings. So what does all of those things mean? Validation is easy to understand. It's an easy concept to understand. But holding a space for you, some people ask me all the time, what does that mean? What does it mean for someone to hold a space for you? And basically what that means is they just give you room to feel and express yourself without any shame, judgment, or guilt. They're not going to invalidate you. They're not going to get defensive. Now, most people can hold a space for you for the most part, but then again, when you feel certain things or think certain things, you might get judgment from them. Some people could possibly hold a space for you in a lot of different areas, but when it has to do with themselves, when you're talking about them and something that they did or something that they said, and this is how it made you feel, they might get defensive. Not a lot of people are able to validate your experience, meaning your thoughts, your feelings. Some people can't do that, especially when it has to do with themselves, because their ego is at the forefront. When you're dealing with a gaslighter, there's many things that they're going to be doing, and we're going to go over that amongst other things, but they're definitely never going to be able to validate your experience or hold a space for you. So why can't they do that? Well, the goal of a gaslighter is to question yourself, is to make you doubt yourself. So if you have a thought or an opinion or a feeling, you want me to hold a space for you and validate it, that actually completely contradicts what a gaslighter is actually going to do to abuse you or to take advantage of you. Not every person who's a gaslighter even knows that they're gaslighting. Some people don't know that they're judging their friend or shaming them or using guilt or using manipulation. So not everyone has to be a horribly bad person that, oh my God, we need to completely stay away from. But it's just about learning human dynamics. If you've never learned anything about gaslighting, one of the first things that you will learn is that a gaslighter will make you question yourself by making you doubt your own reality. They're going to use manipulation. I always say gaslighting and manipulation are like this. They're kind of like cousins or sisters. They kind of swim in the same pool. You really need both of them in order for the game to actually work. So if I'm constantly questioning yourself, if I'm questioning the victim, if I'm making them feel that what they think and how they feel is wrong, no, that didn't happen, why do you feel that way, I don't really think you should feel that way, that doesn't really make sense, just like this constant pushing and pushing that you are, or maybe some people are just blatantly, you are wrong, no, you are at fault, and they're just more defensive, stubborn gaslighting versus the more manipulative kind of tactics. Everyone's different. What they're trying to do is they're just basically trying to chip away at the connection that you do have with yourself. None of this is about right and wrong. This is not about egos. This is just about allowing everyone to think and feel what they want to think and feel. So without judgment whatsoever. When you're able to do that, oh my God, it does so many things. First of all, it's going to free you because most of us are always constantly trying to control situations. We want to control what this person thinks, how they behave. And so when you kind of let that go, it's freeing. Because I'll tell you, it is completely exhausting to try to control all these people and all these types of situations. And most people live their life like that. Most people are always wanting control, and control really comes from insecurity. It comes from, if I can control everything, then I won't feel uncomfortable. Well, feeling uncomfortable is a part of the human experience, and we all have to do it. And not getting your way is another part of the human experience that we have to learn how to do. And certain types of people have never learned how to not get what they want. And they have learned that when I try to control situations and I win, it makes me feel better. Even as an adult, we're all learning through relationships and situations what we can and cannot get away with. So if I make you doubt yourself, if I question you so much that you doubt yourself, that's going to chip away at your self-esteem, and it's going to chip away at your connection with yourself. The connection that you have with yourself is something that always, for the rest of your life has to be fostered. It has to be like any relationship. You have to nurture it. That's why I created my self-parenting course. That's why I talk about self-parenting all the time, is I wanted to be able to teach everyone, what does it mean to be mentally healthy? Like, what does it actually mean? And not just, let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about just being healthy. Let's talk about just being happy. Like, how do I achieve goals? How do I have a great relationship? You can't have all the things that you want. How do I just feel great today and feel excited about life? Like, you can't have anything unless you have a great relationship with yourself, because yourself, it is what is dictating what you have and what you don't have. So if someone's trying to mess with that, then you are at the mercy of someone telling you that you're amazing, of telling you that you're right, of telling you that it's okay to feel that way. As a grown adult, you actually don't need that at all anymore. And if you're searching for it, and most people are searching for it, but they're doing it, they're completely unaware that they're doing it. They're searching for this person to tell them that they're good or that this is okay, because they just haven't practiced or aren't aware that they should be doing it for themselves. And of course, they're also still trying to fill that void, to heal that wound. There's like different layers to gaslighting. I think with all like emotionally abusive tactics, whether it's silent treatment, being passive aggressive, gaslighting, manipulation, when one kind of method of this isn't working, the person will go to like a different method now. What I mean by that is that if me chipping away at you isn't working, you're not taking the bait, you're kind of like staying strong with this, then you're going to start getting like another tactic that might kind of like interrupt the gaslighting. So instead of using the manipulation or making you question yourself, it might be something else. They might completely deflect from the conversation. And again, if those things don't work, because what they're trying to do is they want to get a reaction out of you so you become the problem. So you are the one that's erratic. And can I gaslight you with that? Can I call you too sensitive? Can I tell you that you're the problem? Can I tell you, oh, look at you, you're being reactive and angry now just because I said this? That's gaslighting, right? To make you feel, to make you doubt your reality. It's also called reactive abuse. When someone is using something on you, guilt, shame, manipulation, whatever it is, and you are reactive to it in an aggressive way, you are now the reactive abuser in a way. And that's what this person wants. They want you to do something so they can flip it on you, and now you're the problem. If I can get you to get so angry and become erratic, that deflects from me. So now we're not talking about me anymore. We're just talking now about you. And when that happens, you tend to feel very confused, because that sense of self that you have, the connection with yourself that you have, it is not completely blocked off. Like, you might say, I'm codependent, I'm a people pleaser, I have like low self-esteem. It doesn't matter. You still have intuition, you still have a soul, you still have connection. It's there. It's just not something that's being fostered. When you are dealing with someone who's a gaslighter, it just makes you completely confused. You might feel like you're crazy, you might feel like you're the problem, because this person is really confusing you. They're using psychological manipulation on you. You can start to kind of like really lose yourself. You lose your spark. You lose the joy that you had in life. You don't know who you are anymore. And this is where the gaslighting has worked. A gaslighter always wants power and control. They always want, or you feel like this person is just better than you. And this person isn't better than you. They're actually completely detached from themselves. They don't know who they are. They're constantly playing a character. Unfortunately, because most people don't know this information, they think that this person's right, that they walk on water, and that person is completely unhealthy. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with everyone, because it doesn't matter what people are going through. It's so important to understand what this information is, because there's someone out there, whether it's a coworker, a sister-in-law, a mother-in-law, an ex, whatever, there's someone who has done these things to you and to your friends or family, and we need to know how to handle ourselves in these situations. So I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.